Okay. This is technically the last boss of the Pale Court that I have not beaten using Pacifist rules. AKA, no nail, no spells, no focus to beat the boss. So basically it's charm only, essentially. I missed. And it's honestly way harder. It's harder in the sense that it's hard for me not to react and hit them with my nail. Everything else is actually kind of simple. It's just the instinct of, oh, I see enemy, I need to hit them with nail. Shoot, I'm already missing 1 health from high blood. But it's literally just that instinct of, I need to hit them with my nail in order to deal damage. Like, that is the hardest part of this challenge. Don't hit them with the nail. As much as I want to. But yeah, you may be wondering how much damage I actually am doing. A brief rundown of how I'm dealing damage. My main damage dealer is... A damage dealer, why do I feel like this? That just sounds odd out of context. But my main way to deal damage is Sharp Shadow. And Sharp Shadow deals base nail damage, so if you have the pure nail, it will deal, I think, 21. However, there is a secret synergy with Dash Master. Sharp Shadow plus Dash Master actually deals 50% more. So, I have that equipped. Uh-oh. And instead of dealing 21, I'm dealing 31 damage with each Sharp Shadow dash. It's not a whole lot, but for what I'm doing, it's a lot of damage. Now, you probably have noticed, I am using my nail to clear out... Uh-oh. To clear out the little thorns that grow up from the sides. That is A-okay. Reason? I'm not actually harming the enemy, am I? I'm just getting rid of hazards in the way. It's more akin to pogoing off spikes. But one thing I did notice is that if you are having difficulty trying to avoid these, like, or play around those little, thorn walls, I guess, for lack of better words, that, Isma kind of spawns, you can actually force them to go out of bounds, and they won't actually bother you. Also, I realized, after so many attempts, there's a safe spot behind Isma on that attack. I never noticed that for, like, until now. And I've been playing this DLC for, like, a week? Like, every day for a week? But anyways, so you notice, real quick, that second kind of ball of, yeah, this, as long as they fall outside of the arena, they actually will not, like, grow. So if you are kind of careful in how you maneuver, you can force her to kind of throw them outside of the ring, and yeah, they just won't bother you. So this is where things are going to get very difficult. Third phase, it's replaced by a thorn wall. And you may have noticed, I can't safely use my Sharp Shadow because I run into the wall. Which is why I have High Blood. Because using High Blood, I basically kind of carefully mask? That's not the right word. I carefully allow myself to have a spare, like, health. And with the combination of Thorns of Agony, as long as they're close to the edge, like this, I can purposely do that. And potentially get bonus damage. But not just that. It's also the like the final phase. Depending on which boss you beat first, though, it does depend. If you beat Isma first, which I don't really know why you would, because it's actually more difficult to, in my opinion, to beat Isma first. Uh-oh, I don't like this. If you beat Isma first, you'll go into like the last phase of White Defender, kind of like as usual. But if you defeat Dung Defender first, you go into the last phase of Isma, which is, well, I won't spoil it, but If you've beaten either of them, you know what I'm talking about. Uh-oh, that's not good. That's not good. And Lord knows, if you've been watching any of my progress with this challenge, you'll know I hate Isma's fight. It took me like, I think 2 to 3 days on stream. Oh, that's it, that's it, that's it. Okay, so this is where High Blood really is going to pay out. I don't know how that hit me. But basically, the charm combination for High Blood and Thorns of Agony, it allows me to hurt her by doing this. And I'm also trying to get close so that King's Honor can do at least some passive damage. I missed. But yeah, this is a very painfully slow process, but it is a process that I must do. Oh gosh! Thankfully, this final phase is not complicated, it's just very tedious. And yes, you can actually kind of manipulate it so that right before she attacks, you can do that. Ouch. Yeah, and the moment I get hit, it's back to, like, patience and defense. Because I don't want to risk this. I already had enough annoyance doing it the first time. And there we go. That is Loyal Ogrim. And Kindly Isma. Pacifist. Now, if you have seen all my other Pacifist things, like Pantheon 5, 112%, all the other bosses Pacifist, all that's left is the Champion's Call. So join me on Twitch, where I'll be taking this challenge on for I don't know how many hours a day, I don't know how many times a week, and I don't know how many weeks in the future. But that is next on the chopping block. Can I beat the Champion's Call without using Nail, Focus, or even spells? I'll see you there.